So they're sort of two slightly separate functions, but you can do a little, essentially both by hanging on right here and doing number 1 and number 2. I might add, it's color-coded, so you really don't get it mixed up, which is nice. This is yellows for number 1.
Well, toilets in space. Now that long tube with the yellow for number 1, as she calls it, and I'll play where she talks about that again for you. That long tube, imagine all the urine would be stuck on the sides. Imagine the urine stuck on the sides. And in this weightless thing, what is it, vacuumed down the tube. But still, I mean, talk about stinky. And she talks here about the aim. Now, what if you miscalculate? Look at the size of that, as if people are going to be able to aim in there perfectly. Looks a bit sharp too, doesn't it? But imagine the floaties. Imagine the floaties. Now, I went to a hot spring bath recently because I had 2 fractured ribs recently. I haven't told many people, but I did mention in one video. And one of the pools there was shut when we were there in the afternoon. And I said to the lifeguard there, how come this is shut up? They said, we found a poo in it. It means we've got to shut it for 24 hours. So imagine the poo floating around in the space station where somebody miscalculated. And this is another real fraudulent bit here. She reckons she's Superman. Well, just go and watch the movie Gravity. Go right back in the movies, Space Odyssey movies, and everything since. There's people floating around. Do you think they're in space? Do you think Hollywood goes to space to film space? Come on now.
Here we are, at the throne. This is awesome. You might see the little, you might have noticed the little moon on the outside. This is our orbital outhouse right here. And of course, it serves for 2 functions. Number 2, right here. I'll show you. But you see it's pretty small, so you have to have pretty good aim. And you be ready to make sure things get let go the right direction. And it smells a little bit, so I'm closing it up. And that's of course for number 2. And this guy right here is for number 1. So they're sort of 2 slightly separate functions, but you can do a little, essentially both by hanging on right here and doing number 1 and number 2. I might add, it's color-coded, so you really don't get it mixed up, which is nice. This is yellows for number 1. For the hole.
So not only do we have the problem of the number 1 and the number 2, like in my previous video that I did on NASA just yesterday, the sweat lodge, the sweatshop. Well, this is going to be tragic. 4 months this lady said she's in space for. That's 4 months by 6 litres to 15 litres depending on the exercise level per day. That's a lot of water, but of course they've got things that take the moisture from the air and turn it into drinking water quite happily. But all the energy needed for all these systems, I know we've got solar power. So it's all happy. What if there's a malfunction? But especially the malfunction of the number 2. That'd be a tragic malfunction. Do we shut the space station for 24 hours? We all get out of the pool, no doubt. Look how clean everyone is on this space station. And the toilet's so clean. Mirror clean every time. Plenty of Pino Clean is needed.
So they're sort of two slightly separate functions, but you can do a little, essentially both by hanging on right here and doing number 1 and number 2. I might add it's color coded, so you really don't get it mixed up, which is nice. This is yellows for number 1.
I might add it's color coded, so you really don't get it mixed up, which is nice. This is yellows for number 1.
Gotta love the colour coded, haven't you? Yellow, because urine is yellow, of course, but I mean, how could you get those two mixed up? I mean, they're supposed to be very intelligent people. How could they get that mixed up? That just shows you the absolute lunacy of the stuff they show you and the comments that come out of these idiots' mouths. Of course, all scripted, and of course it is a bit dumbed down, because the public that accept this are dumbed down. You wouldn't want to give them anything too intelligent, or else they might then ask a few questions. But if it's dumb enough, they fall into it so easily. Oh, it's colour-coded. Yeah, you'd want that. Maybe you would stop to think, how could you get those two confused? You tell me. I'm confused. Oh, and how's the duping delight? All giggles, this lady. A duping delight. They just love to throw their little laughter in because they're laughing right at you as they collect their nice paycheck.